A boil water advisory is in effect for a large section of Northeast and parts of Southeast D.C. D.C. Water says nearly 2,800 customers are affected. In some cases, there is no water at all. At this hour, D.C. Water is showing no signs of what the exact issue is. Scott Broom is on Nanny Helen Burroughs Ave near Minnesota Ave in Northeast to bring us up to speed with what we know about the advisory so far. Scott?
Well, Simone, I brought you here because the McDonald's behind me is just one of many, many businesses and residents who've been impacted by this. McDonald's was closed during the lunch hour because they just simply had no water. They've reopened a short time ago, drive-through only, getting by on this boil water advisory, which is continuing. Let me show you the map. This is a big section of the city, mostly east of the river. River Terrace, Mayfair, Eastland Gardens, Deanwood, Kenilworth, all among the neighborhoods that are affected by this at this hour. A boil water advisory in effect for at least 2,800 residents. What a headache for them. I visited with Lisa Mueller on Hayes Street, where the water is still off at this hour, she reports.
This water just came back on. Well, as of about 5 or 10 minutes ago when I tried to turn the water on, it did dribble out, but just now I turned it on, it started to dribble, and now it's just completely stopped again. Boiling the water is a pain. It's just a lot of work cooling it down. I would go to the store probably before I boiled a bunch of water. And then of course DC Water is saying when the water comes on, run the taps for 2 minutes before you boil it.
But what can we do? We gotta wash up and do things need to be done. Then there's no water. We need to have it done so we can take a bath, eat, or whatever.
A big impact there for Northeast resident Donna Bates, who had to buy water at the Safeway at East River Park, where it went inside and found the shelves had been slammed as people are buying up water. Mid-afternoon there, and they were starting to run out. Restaurants, as I reported, including this McDonald's here, shut down, scaled back operations, drive-through only. We've got healthcare facilities in this area where folks are trying to get by on boiled water or bottled water only. DC Water, here's the advisory tonight. Boil water in this section of the city. They want you to use only boiled water or bottled water for things like toothbrushing and food preparation, and of course baby formula, things like that. And if you made ice or made up any baby formula after midnight last night, they want you to throw that away. As for a cause, DC Water simply has not announced any cause that they seem to have nailed down. There's no major water main break in this neighborhood that we've been able to identify. And of course, frequently this time of year, the water gets cold very quickly and the pipes underground tend to expand and contract. That causes cracks, leakage, and sometimes water main breaks. We've asked about that. They simply don't have an answer right now, but there's still this broad section of the city east of the river where they've got either no water or water pressure issues, and as a result, a boil water advisory. Also important to note, they don't have any test information back that suggests the water has been contaminated, but when there's low pressure in the system, they have to take these precautions on the chance that somehow bacteria got in because of the low pressure. So that's the situation. Boil water advisory continuing in large sections of Northeast and parts of Southeast Washington. Reporting live, Scott Broom, WUSA 9, back to you.
No matter how you cut it, it is inconvenient every single time, and we'll stay tuned for what exactly is going on. Scott, thank you.